Welcome back to a brand new coffee tech break with Jan. Good to see you back on my channel again. I think I got another great video for you lined up because today I want to take you to the brand new next generation video bar for your small meeting space. And that is the Studio V12. So today I specifically want to focus on the unboxing, so walk you through the cabling, the hardware I/O, the cameras, the mounting options, the power options, etc. Just all the stuff around the Studio V12. In the next video I want to take you to management because there's a lot of possibilities where you can manage the device, Wi-Fi, network, Lens desktop, Lens room app for your Teams room PC, your Zoom room PC, a lot of options there. But I promise to keep it within 1 or 2 coffees, so I'm gonna make sure that I will do that. So today I want to bring you the usual way, the unboxing of the Studio V12. Now let me grab it. And here we go. Here we have the, oh sorry, that was the old one. This is the Studio USB. So Studio V12 is the follow-up version, the upgrade of the Studio USB. Now, in case you still like the Studio USB, there's still some of them out there. So if you're able to grab them, this is still a great video bar. But as you will see, the Studio V12 got a lot of next generation stuff in there, which is and makes it a really nice upgrade. So Studio USB still there, but not for now. So hopefully we'll get the correct one now. Alright, so at least I got a brand new box now. So this looks like the Studio V12. So let me show you what is inside. It's a very nice slick form factor, all with sustainability in mind. Studio V12. First, looking at the cabling. So what do we got? We got a network cable. So the V12, you can network connect it. That's the difference if you look at Studio USB. So the V12 can be network connected. You can also power it using PoE++, but I will walk that all through later on when I show you the hardware. So we got a cable here, network cable around 2 meters that comes along. Then of course, how do we connect this when we have a Teams room device? We got of course cables like the USB-C to USB-C. I think it's around 1.8 meters. USB-C to USB-C. So this is to hook up the V12 to your Teams room PC or to your Zoom room PC. Then we got documentation, but of course Jan will walk that all through. Documentation. Documentation. I always like documentation. And of course also connectivity guide. So talking about the ports, talking about poly lens. As I said, if you watch the videos, I'm gonna walk this all through. Then we got an important piece. And we know this component from, for example, the V52 or the X52. This is the clamp. So let me take it out. Just to show you quickly, this is the clamp coming along. So we got here a screw top where you can use it underneath. So you hook this up on top of the screen and then you're able to fit this to your screen and put it up. Similar we know with again the X30, X32 and coming along with the R30 sort of clamp. And so this is a very familiar device. And of course, as I said, we got the table mount also, similar as with the X32, so the V12, it's exact same mount, and we got the VESA mount. But I'm gonna make sure that this is all documented as usual in the description of this video. Now, because I don't want to hold this moment off. The V12. Protected with a sort of very soft material. Of course, sustainability in mind. Very nicely protected. And here you go, the Studio V12. Really, really nice look and feel, similar as we know from the V52, the V72, the X32, very similar look and feel. So we got two of those bus reflex ports in the back. So especially if you're gonna mount it against the wall, it will take some of these reflexes with it. Really nice. First, let's start at the front. So at the front, we have here the camera protection. So let me take it off, and underneath we'll find a 4K camera, 20 megapixel. Really nice. Even in low lighting, you got really great quality. And I would recommend to look at some of the videos online. I will make sure that I will also put some videos underneath in the description, so you can see some of that quality. So there's no codec inside. This is just a BYOD bar. So you're gonna use it in combination with your laptop, the USB-C cable, or you're gonna hook this bar up to a Teams Room PC or to your Zoom Room PC. Now the nice thing is, let me show you that under the hood, because that is of course always Jan's coffee tech videos. You look under the hood, you will find very nice stereo speakers. So you got some spatial stereo inside there, so in case people talk from the left or people talk from the right, you're able to go with the audio from left to right. You can see here there's an LED light, so that means it will give you some busy, like a red or green or white when it's booting up or in standby. We got some of the microphones in here, but also the speaker tracking microphones. It's all combined here in this bar. Very nice. Now, in the past, when you reverse mount it, you always had to get another front plate. So in this case, you see you got here underneath, you got that mount. But if you reverse mount it, you're gonna do it like this, and the cabling will be hidden behind the screen, but you need to get another front plate. Now, in this case, you don't need it anymore. I can use exact same front plate, and this will fit similar as we had with that front plate, which you usually need to buy separately. But now this nicely fits, reverse mounted, and so you can put this, the VESA mount, just under the screen. All the cabling that you go in here will go up and hide behind the screen. Really nice. And so this is, I think, already a really powerful one. And if you want to put it on top of the screen, just take off the front plate, just turn it around, and of course you need to flip the image when you reverse mount it. So using the Lens desktop or the Lens room app, so you gotta make sure that the image, of course, is rotated. Now in the regular form, we can just hook up the clamp. So let me put on the clamp to give you an impression how that looks like. Well, a lot of people know this by now with the X30, with the X32, and so you can just easily put it on top of the screen. This goes behind the screen, and here you can easily fit it this way. So this will probably be most of the installation, just using the clamp. As I said, if you need to reverse mount it, you can reverse mount it, but that you will need the VESA mount for that, and that is the same VESA mount as I'm using for the X32, exactly the same. So the X32, X30, V12, they all have the same VT, the same mounts. So no worries about it. So this is the front side. As I said, on the back side, we got two bus flex ports. So if you mount it against the wall, it will give you good quality, and it will be using the wall to get some of those reflexes. Underneath, let me show you that and take you off the mount to give you a good impression of the bag. The clamp off to show you some of the I/O underneath the bar. Really nice. And let me go from right to left. So here, first off, we see the Kensington lock. So the Kensington lock is to make sure that you can fix it to the room and that nobody takes it away. Then we got here the Bluetooth button. So this is not the Bluetooth button for audio. So that's the difference with Studio USB, at least not supported today. This is the Bluetooth button for the remote. So there is, as a separate option, there is a remote available. And this is the same remote but with the R30 and Studio USB. Exactly the same remote. So this is, I think, a really nice one. Easy, able to pair it up, and then you can set volume, mute, etc. Now, what more do we have? We have here an USB-C power. USB-C power, so USB-C power 65 watt, similar as what a laptop has been using here. So you can connect right here, but only for power, this USB-C port. The next one is or, so or you use USB-C or you use PoE++. Now the PoE++ can come from your network or can come from an injector. So separately, with the bar, you can buy an injector or you can buy the USB-C power block. So both options are available, and again, I will put them all in the description to make sure that you're able to find all those options. Then we got here an option for an additional mic. So that is not available today, but there is an option here for the future. If we look a bit further, then we see here that clamp connector, so you can easily connect here the tripod if you want to. So if you want to put this on a tripod, put it at different locations in the room, and I think also a very nice one, then you can connect this guy to a tripod, and it's just a regular tripod connector, and you're able to use that. Now to go a little bit further, then you see two USB-A ports. So if you hook this up to the team room PC, you are able to hook up here other devices, like camera or mouse or keyboard. Of course, you can also disable those ports, because I can imagine in some rooms that you don't want to connect any devices there. And so this is a possibility in the PolyLens room app or PolyLens app, you're able to disable that. But I will show you that in the next video, how you can do that. And the last option is the USB-C for the audio, video, and camera and mic. And so you're able to use and bring this, or it would be BYOD, your laptop, or you connect this to your Teams room PC or your Zoom room PC. Really, really nice. So these are the options underneath the bar. And one that I was missing is here is the reset button. So if you don't know the password anymore, or you got some sort of issues, and that will give you, by the way, a red LED light, and then this is your guy. You just hold the reset button during a power boot and the device will reset. So keep that in mind. That is right here next to the Bluetooth button. And overall, very nice bar, and I think a very nice replacement. So if you're using Studio USB today and you're looking for some new rooms with the 20 megapixel camera, Studio USB was 8 megapixel, so you will see a big difference in quality in the rooms. This guy got group tracking, speaker tracking, people framing, so to hook up different participants in the room. Really nice. The only thing is there's no presenter tracking, so it doesn't follow any presenter in the room. So this is only now, today, coming with those three options: speaker track, group track, and people framing, to hook up different participants in the room, up to six participants. Really nice. And that is the Studio V12. Again, I'm gonna make sure that I will put all the SKUs in the description, we're able to find them very easily. Now, this bar is available today, and in this video I just wanted to show you some quick tips. So what do you find in the box, what is available in the box, and in the next video I'm gonna walk you through the PolyLens application, because inside there's Wi-Fi and there's also that LAN connector. And so this guy, the PoE++, is also a LAN connector, so you're able to manage this device through PolyLens using the built-in Wi-Fi or using the network connector. So there's a lot of possibilities in there, and you will see that all new developments and all new features will arrive also on the V12. Now, again, it was just a quick video. Look in the description for all the SKUs and additional information of this device. And if there is something which I missed, I will make sure again that I put them in the description, and so you were able to find it very quickly. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I always try to keep it within 1 or 2 coffees. As I said, the next video will take you through the PolyLens integration, etc., and I'll walk you through all some of the features and functions. If you got any questions or comments, just put them under the video, and of course I will try to answer them as good as possible. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'm already looking forward to see you back in the next video.